Morning. It's Wednesday, November 1st. And this morning I want to talk in some depth about anti-Semitism and what's going on in this country. Anti-Semitism is a blight on our education system. About that. We have anti-Semitism in many areas, but it's extremely large on the college campuses around this country. And it's increased by some huge percentage ever since the war broke out in Palestine. And why? Why has anti-Semitism been on the rise? Because many believe that the Palestinians have been put upon, that they have been treated badly. That's a mild comparison. But they haven't been treated badly. They've been treated the way they deserve to be treated. There is no question in my mind that the Palestinians have a tough life. But that's the life they chose. They did not want to have a state. They do not want to have a state. They want Israel erased. So now that they put themselves in this position where Israel has to fight back because they shelter Hamas in tunnels in Palestine, what do they expect Israel to do? Take bombing, constant rockets over the soil and do nothing? Is that what they expect? So when the Jews fight back, anti-Semitism rises? What's wrong with the people in this country? What's wrong with the students at our universities that gather in committees against Jews? Something is terrible is going on in this world. When Jewish students are feeling unsafe and abandoned by the campus administrators, as tensions in the war rise, so does the anti-Semitism, and it spills over into the college campuses. And do they care? Do administrators care? They don't seem to care. They just seem to let it go on and on. And there are many students across many colleges that feel this. It's not only in New York. It's all across the country that this is going on. And are we Jews deserving of this type of behavior? Because the country that has 7 million of us, that's half the population. The other half of the population of Jews is primarily in New York City and some other large places like that. So do they expect the doubters, the anti-Semites, do they expect the Jews to lay down and die after being on this earth for over 5,000 years? I don't think so. But you have countries that want to rid the world of the Jews. And that will only make the Jewish population stronger. That will only make Jews feel that they must defend themselves at all costs. They can't accept the ongoing anti-Semitism that keeps cropping up around the world. We understand that every person in this world likes to have somebody who is beneath them. And there are large populations that choose the Jews to be the people that are beneath them. And they are despised around the world. In spite of the wonderful contributions that the Jews have made to world society, far more contributions than any of their detractors have ever made. So it disturbs me when I look at the statistics that anti-Semitism hate crimes have risen 36% in recent times. And anti-Semitism accounted for over half of all reported religion-based hate crimes. Are we, this tiny population in the world, responsible for all the hatred that exists in society? I don't think that's a fair comparison. Why do they pick on the Jew. And much of the hatred that is displayed toward Jews is not coming in the back alleys in dirty neighborhoods where poor people exist. A lot of the hatred is pouring forth on the college campuses, where there are consistent demonstrations by 30 or 40 different groups that assemble in each of these colleges and protest the Jews and their activities to defend themselves. So it's not the poor, not the uneducated who are attacking the Jews, but it's people that this country expects to lead in the future. So I say that this country is in bad shape when we have students, college-level students, who deem the right to protect the Palestinians over the Jews. That is a shanda. So when you have mobs at an airport in Russia searching for Jews to attack, you have something wrong, something terribly wrong in the world. And here in the United States, we have groups on college campuses. So on Cornell campus, the police had to be called because there were threats on the lives of Jewish students. Imagine that. Cornell University, a world-class university, has students threatened because they're Jews and because of what's going on in Palestine. Is that what we are coming to? And at George Washington University, there were anti-Semitic signs flashed on the sides of buildings. Free Palestine from the river to the sea. Is that Israel's responsibility? Were they the ones who voted Hamas into power? No. Israel left all their stuff behind when they left Palestine in 2005. And on Long Island here, in Montauk, the police are investigating all kinds of swastikas that were drawn on the sides of buildings relating to the Jews who possibly exist in Montauk. I don't know how many Jews exist in Montauk. Montauk's not a very big place. I've been there a few times. But obviously Jews are all over the world, so it doesn't surprise me. But what surprises me that we have on Long Island people who draw swastikas on everything. But it shouldn't surprise me because I've seen that here locally. I've seen swastikas and things here in Smithtown. So anti-Semites exist all over the country, all over the world, on Long Island, in New York, in other places where Jews hardly exist, there are anti-Semites. Anti-Semitism is an evil, and it has to be put to death. But I don't know how we can do that, because there are too many of them. So right now in this country, anti-Semitism is its highest point that it has ever been. Right now, this country is down, down, down. In places where we've never been before. Hatred runs free in this country right now. Hatred of the Jews is way out of hand. And we're going to try and do something about it, but I don't know if they can succeed. Have a great day. Sorry. Bye.